Welcome back. Our next guest is none other than the good-looking and soft-spoken Dino Morea. Dino is a perfect gentleman and a perfect host too. From supermodel to movie star, Dino entered the industry in 1999. But it was his film Raz that got him instant recognition. Along with his brother, they have a string of successful crepe stations. But Dino, being a fitness buff, had a dream to fuel the nation in the direction of good health. Hi!
Oh dear God.
What do you mean? What's dear God?
You.
So happy to see you.
How are you?
Fine, darling. How are you?
Good to see you. Zarine.
Yes.
And I cannot call you Auntie Zarine.
I was waiting for that
Because
charming
you look
line
like
to come.
Zaid's younger sister, not
Yes.
older sister.
Absolutely. You're my best friend. Come,
Some things
come and
never
sit down.
change, huh, Zarine auntie?
Absolutely.
Hello.
She's beautiful.
Oh
Just-
my God. Say hello.
Hi. Can I
Come,
say
come,
hello in
please
many
sit
other
down.
ways?
No, just get
Alright,
here.
okay.
Sit down.
Okay. I'm so lucky to be here
Yes.
with you two lovely, beautiful ladies.
You are indeed.
I am.
And
Isn't
we
he?
are lucky to have
He's
you.
such a flirt, Zarine
Yes.
auntie.
I'm not
you know,
flirting.
What is, I have to tell you this. So we've done quite a few films together.
Yeah.
And each time I've worked with Dino, he's been in a steady relationship.
Hey,
So-
let's not talk about my relationships and all that now.
And the funny
It's a
thing...
food show. Okay.
Wait, yeah.
All right, okay.
I'm saying something nice. It's a backhanded compliment.
Just-
And unlike most heroes who, you know, whether they're married or in a relationship, when they're on set with a lady and they flirt, but they usually do it behind the backs of their wives and their girlfriends. So they're dual personalities,
different,
really.
yes.
Two different.
Chupa Rustam.
Haan, Chupa Rustam, fully. This one is Khula Rustam. So he is the only man in the industry I know who will openly flirt with a lady in the presence of the person he loves, because it's the most natural thing for him.
But
There's no
do you
agenda.
Know why? Do you know why? I have to tell you this. Dino's father is an Italian.
Yes. So it's in his DNA. He can't help
It's in
it.
DNA. And his father also was the most good-looking guy in his times. And I remember he used to also be a charmer and he used to try to charm me all the time.
Really? I have to say that it's just so lovely to be friends with someone who can be himself and be so open and real. And I've always felt most comfortable working with him because there's no agenda with Dino.
I'm kind of liking this conversation. You want to keep talking about me? I love it because you're saying such lovely things. You know, when beautiful women say such lovely things, I could just sit back and just enjoy. I could listen.
He really loves it.
I mean, yeah, you're flattering me like so much. You know, I don't have to flirt anymore. All
We
the
have
time.
too much in common.
What do you mean? Just because we have our initials in common doesn't mean we can't, you know.
Date.
The birth date.
We were
Can
born
you
on the same
imagine?
day, same year, same initials.
Wow, same year?
Yeah. No, actually, she's 2 years older than me.
Right.
You know, I actually met Dia for the first time in Hyderabad during a fashion show.
I was 15.
She was 15 and I was 15 because we share the same birthday and we started modeling together.
Since we're talking about age and the way we look, and I'm including you in this completely, Zarine auntie, because I think...
Zarine!
Okay, fine, Zarine.
Who's auntie over here?
I really want you to share your secret of your youthfulness. Apart from your big heart
And being happy.
and being happy.
Say.
I swim 60 lengths a day. So I do one length up and down in literally 1 minute. So I finish my 60 lengths in half an hour. And that's a fact. But still, I could be much more slimmer. But then my food, I swim and I eat my food.
Someone who makes
So,
delicious food,
I can't help it.
eats delicious food and looks the way you do.
But
I think
have
you're
a lot
swimming
of
right.
energy because I have always young and lovely, good-looking people like you around me.
How sweet.
And I'm a happy person, basically.
Yeah.
So
I
I
think
see the
that's-
positive
What's
of
the
life.
secret of your energy?
I play a lot of sport and that's a habit I've inculcated since youth, since I was a kid. And my parents always used to kick us out of the house and say, no, don't come home until 6:30. Go out and play. And so that's when we got into sports, me and both my brothers. And till this day, I still play either football or basketball at least twice a week. And that keeps me going.
Actually, the only key to health is workouts, is being fit.
Aren't you on Swachh Bharat?
I'm the ambassador for something called Swachh Sathi, which is a part of Swachh Bharat, where what we're trying to do is mobilize the youth of the country into participation. So it's public-private participation, where we work with government, we work with municipal corporations, we work with school children, with colleges. So recently we did something really cool, given that you also live in H Ward. We've taken the pledge to make Linking Road plastic-free.
Oh,
and it's a
that's very
huge
good.
task because I'm sure you must have driven by, especially at 3, 4 in the morning and seeing how filthy it is. So it's a big, big challenge for us.
In India, you get people in their lovely BMWs throwing out
Yes.
Rolling
stuff.
down their window.
Throwing
But you
out
know,
stuff.
that should be stricter rules. Do you know in Singapore, if when last I was in Singapore, one manager of a company had to go and wash the public toilets for 3 days with his photograph on the newspaper because he happened to do something like this.
Yes, punishment is important,
know,
but I feel
I don't know whether that's the
just
solution
tell your
though.
kids.
It
When you're
starts
growing
at
up,
home.
it starts at home.
And children are like they're penguins. They follow their parents.
Exactly.
Right?
You tell them to keep it clean, they will keep it clean. They clean their house
And throw the rest
and
outside.
throw the junk right outside their house.
It's really
It's you know, I mean, it's amazing that there's this whole. That's it. It's your
But,
mother
you know,
telling the child that please don't litter.
I think I'm a big believer that change starts with me.
Yeah.
And that's
And
it. Exactly.
you know, it's really we should not wait. Like Dino didn't wait for somebody else to set up those fitness stations.
So Dino, I just want to know that now, are you doing any film which you are planning to do or making?
So yes, I produced one film, but my heart still lies in acting. I mean, I just love being in front of the camera, as you can see.
He's in love with himself.
I'm in love with myself, and I love to, you know,
Which is a good thing.
be other characters also. I've missed it. I wanted to see what it would be to be a producer. I produced a film, Jism Part 2, and it was a great experience.
It did well, no?
It did well. It did well. I mean, we made money.
Yeah, that's it.
And
But you've actually been busy making a lot of money.
well, that's
The part of the game.
So it's
Everybody
part of the
No,
game.
he's
You know,
an
this is life.
entrepreneur.
You
He's
gotta,
doing a lot.
I love
He
to keep
runs
myself
many
occupied.
businesses.
I can't honestly depend solely on films to run my
Not
house
these days, right?
these days because, you know, if I was basically doing that, then I would have chosen far many more horrible films and dug my own grave. So I'd rather make a choice, a better choice right now. And, you know, people coming to me and saying, hey, out of sight is out of mind. I said, no. All it takes is one film. You can come back after 3 years, 4 years, and if it's a good film, they'll say, damn, where was he?
Yeah.
You know, that's what it is. And I completely believe in that.
Yes.
So
You did that workshop? I was very intrigued about that.
I went and did an acting
Tell me
workshop.
more about it.
It was with this teacher in Delhi. After I produced Jism 2, I said, okay, you know, my heart is in acting because I was watching these actors on set and saying...
Did you go to NSD?
No, I went to a guy who worked with NSD. His name is N.K. Sharma. He's a bit of a crazy guy, but an excellent teacher in Delhi. So I shut everything in Bombay and I took off to Delhi for 6 months. And I just lived there and I did this whole course. And
So for newcomers, you would suggest that they should do that?
I would suggest this for anybody, whether you're an established actor or a newcomer, to actually go and reinvent yourself.
You have to keep learning.
You have to keep learning.
But
Which is why
before we go on now, the food, aren't you guys hungry?
Listen,
Yes,
I'm starving. I've been starving for the last
So
couple of...
chalo, let's have some chopped
I'm
palau.
dying to eat
Which
the
I've
food
had
that
for
you
me.
made.
Which she has helped me to make. So
Really?
she's looked and helped me a little.
Hands have gone into it.
Yes. Oh.
Oh
So
my
it's
Fish
God.
ho gaya.
Is she going to
please,
feed
let's
me? Is
go.
she going to be... I
Before
want to
he
know if I'm being
starts.
fed. Are you feeding me?
Get up.
Come, get up, let's
Let's
go.
go.